Hello, I'm ArchieLuxury and welcome to the program. Today I'd like to talk about lost love. That's right, and with a materialistic person like Archie, it relates to a car that I owned. And I've been thinking, one car that I miss a lot, that I had a love-hate relationship, was my Alfa Romeo. And this was an Alfa I had, I got rid of it at the end of 2007, and I had this car for a couple of years, and it was an Alfa Romeo 156 Sally Speed. And it was an absolute piece of fucking shit. I mean, Alfa Romeo, those fucking Italians, they couldn't put a fucking IKEA table together. The car is so fucking unreliable. But, when I look back on it and I look at the love that I gave that car, geez, did I love that Alfa 156. It was cosmic metallic blue, which was a beautiful color. Had the black interior, had the black leather. It was the Monza version, which had the, a little bit nicer, a little bit more luxurious, and it had a sunroof. Just looking back on that Alfa Romeo, I can remember it had the most wonderful exhaust note. It had a wonderful sound from its twin spark engine. It was a 4-cylinder 2-litre twin spark. It had the most wonderful exhaust note. And I can remember countless times waking up early on a Sunday just to take the fucker around the block and hear that exhaust note. And I'd wake up 6 o'clock, I'd go outside, warm it up, because I never would jump in the car and thrash it. Always warm it up, drive really slowly, wait for the temperature to build up, and then go for a fantastic blast. And I really loved that Alfa Romeo, but she was a fucking unloyal bitch, that car was. I mean, Alfa Romeo, the guys from Alfa Romeo deserve to be in prison for making such unreliable pieces of fucking shit. I mean, it's like having a supermodel as a girlfriend who has had a few affairs on you. That's how loyal the Alfa was. But when times were good, it just felt fantastic. That engine note, the gear changes. That Alfa. It's a love-hate relationship. And I mean, the plastic interior, it was so swanky. The plastic fascia, so it looked so swanky and looked so good and important, but it had the quality of a plastic Coke bottle. That's about the quality of Alfa plastics. They're like a disposable, PET, disposable peat bottle, fucking cheaply made, absolute shit those Italians produced there. And the Alfa, fuck, that thing was expensive to maintain. I lost thousands on that Alfa Romeo, and it fucking depreciated as fast as it went. The fucking service costs were horrendous. In 2 years, I think I spent about over $10,000 on repairs on the fucking thing, I mean, Alfa Romeo, never be sucked in by an Italian beauty. They're fucking unreliable pieces of fucking shit. And, I can remember, this is how deceitful that little bitch of a car was. I mean, it looked so beautiful. I kept it so beautiful. And I remember, talking to someone, telling them what an unreliable, unfaithful piece of fucking shit this Alfa was. And they'd look at the car and it was so beautiful, and they say, I don't believe you, because it was just so fucking gorgeous, the car was, but it was an absolute piece of fucking shit. And yep, that was my Alfa Romeo. And it's just looking back there, I still have a fondness for it, even though I know what a fucking unfaithful bitch that car was. I'm Archie. Tell me about your unfaithful piece of fucking shit.